Okay, so this is the second episode of my little draw with me series. I kind of just decided that was a series now. I don't know. Um, if you haven't seen the first video of me doing this, the basic concept is I'm gonna draw and um I guess just talk while I do that, and hopefully a funny video comes out of it. Now my video has just stopped recording, so let's we're gonna get this back working. So let's go. Alright, so today we are going to draw Phainon of IDs Elysiae from Honkai Star Rail. I don't know why I just really wanted to draw him, but we're gonna do a little portrait study kind of thing here, and hopefully my screen recording works this time. It wasn't working before, so we're gonna start out with a little sketch and immediately do something wrong. My reference is his eyes are closed in my reference, so that's not great. I really like drawing Phaimon's eyes, but this was the best reference I could find. Pinterest is kind of like that sometimes. You can't find a good reference. But sometimes you can find great references. They did fix the AI thing, which, well, they didn't fix it, but you can turn it off now. It doesn't work entirely, but it's better than before. Also, once again, same as the last video, don't mind when I get like a little tired. I'm gonna speed that up anyways, but I will get like really quiet and focused. This is why I don't do these videos a lot because I cannot multitask. I mean, I can sometimes, but I don't think this is going very well, but we just keep drawing. So I think that's gonna be like the base of the drawing, and we're just gonna go and into it with a little more detail, hopefully. So I think that's kind of the hand. I don't know why I'm starting with the hand. It's like the hardest part to draw, but oh well. And I have just drawn on the wrong layer. I love that. Let's just undo all that and then we can actually draw on the right layer this time. I'm just realizing that I don't really have much to talk about today. Like, the last video, I spent most of it yapping about stuff, but today I'm kind of yapped out. It's kind of sad. Okay, that hand is way too small. Just a little bit. And this is where liquefy comes in handy. Oh my god, I've been using Autodesk Sketchbook and they don't have liquefy, and I'm literally dying every time I make a mistake because I can't fix it with liquefy. It's also a struggle for like traditional art. I've also been doing a lot of that recently, and I'm just missing my liquefy so much. We love liquefy in this place. On this channel, I don't know. Forgive me if this hand looks really scuffed. I didn't mean for it to be like that, but it's probably gonna be like that, so. Alright, let's just get that face shape in there. And I'm gonna pull up a lovely picture of Phainon on my iPad. Welcome to I Have Too Many Screens. This is how my setup is working right now. I'm recording the talking part, the voiceover on the computer, and I am recording the drawings on my tablet. And I've got another iPad right next to me for references, and I got my phone. This doesn't match the statement I made earlier about me being broke, but I do have a lot of screens. Maybe that's why I'm broke. I'm getting a new phone soon too. My phone's not working very well anymore. By not working, I mean it can't run Star Rail anymore. Okay, now I'm kind of conflicted because the reference is wearing a suit. Do I draw Phainon in a suit or do I draw him in his usual outfit? Usually I just follow the reference because that's easier, but maybe I want a little more challenge. Actually, no, Phainon's outfit is way too complicated for my liking. Literally, I made an illustration. I have an illustration coming up. I'm probably gonna post it sometime soon, and Phainon's in it. And oh my god, I spent so long on his clothes. Mighty's also in it. Um, and he's half naked, so thank you, Hoyer, for that. But also, his tattoos, body pattern things are also kind of complicated to do. So we can just agree that Hoyer first characters are way too hard to draw. Yeah, no, I definitely drew his hand in the wrong place, but oh well. I can't be bothered to fix it, so hands are hard to draw, okay? I can't fix every hand I draw wrong. It still looks super scuffed. Wait, let me get rid of that. Okay, this isn't as bad as it's not as bad as I think it is, but it's not good. Oh well. I want to finish this in like 2 hours, and that's probably not gonna happen because I know how slow I am. It's fine. I really don't want this video to be hours long, so we're trying to finish this quickly instead of like actually putting too much thought into it. Yeah, no, I actually have a bit of a workaholic problem. Legitimately, my friends are like telling me to stop working so much. That's how bad that's gone. I'm probably worse than Kave when it comes to work. That's how bad my problems have gotten. Okay, why are eyes harder to draw when they're closed than when they're open? Because I'm struggling right now. I'm struggling. Also, I'm realizing that Phainon doesn't actually have earrings. That makes me sad. I love my earrings. That was a reference to a short I made like a while back, by the way. See, I don't know why I kind of make these videos because I just say the weirdest things when I'm like unscripted. I was half expecting myself to like actually yap about art, but then I realized that I don't have much to yap about like about art. Originally, this week's video was gonna be about composition, but I couldn't think of a like an illustration to make with good composition. So here we are. Okay, but I don't know half of the stuff I yap about. I actually do know about composition, by the way. It's just in practice, maybe not so much. It's still worth learning though. Stay tuned for that video if you want to hear about my insights on composition. By my insights, I mean my lovely school notes on composition. I think the purpose of this video is just to catch me off guard and like clip this weird things I say unscripted. If you don't know, I usually have a script when I'm recording my videos. Sometimes it's just bullet points, sometimes it's an actual script, so which is probably why some of my videos just sound really like artificial. It's because I'm reading from a script. But if I'm not reading a script from a script, I get so off topic. So script it is. Script it is. Okay, I'm actually hoping that we get to color this piece, even if it's just not like the best kind of coloring work. Maybe not too rendered, but I still want to color it. So let's try to finish this soon, and then we can get to coloring. It's actually the best part. I try not like base coloring. I don't like base coloring. I just like doing some rendering and stuff like that, but that I will get really detailed if we do that. So we're just gonna do some simple shading and maybe some shading probably. I don't know how some people are able to draw like really quickly because you know how Star Rail and like Genshin has like updates every like 2 months or so. I say like so much. I cannot keep up with those. Like I just said it again. My my illustrations of like Phainon and Phaiday, I started that at like in like 3.4 around that time, and I still haven't finished it yet. Also, speaking of 3.4, guess which song just came on in my headphones on Spotify? It's Coronal Radiance, and I love that song. So I swear, every time Phainon comes into like in this like every time he appears in the story, I just get so sad because oh my god, why is he why is he such a sad character? I just feel really depressed every time I see him on screen. It happened in 3.6, it happened in 3.4, and it will happen again. Probably in the next version, whenever he comes back. Hopefully he comes back in the next version. I want him to come back in the next version. Oh yeah, there's something I really want to like try as well because I've been seeing these shorts where they like analyze Genshin characters, and I really want to do that as well for like my. I probably start with some of like my OCs and then maybe branch out into video game characters. I can do Star Rail. I can do Persona, which probably has been done a lot of times before, but I'll still do it anyways. Okay, where did this all go so wrong? I don't know how I feel about this. Liquify will fix this, hopefully. Does that look like Phainon to you? Does that look like Phainon to you? I think this is a problem with the body, probably. Maybe make his shoulders less broad. Not that his shoulders are gonna be in this anyways. It's most likely the hand, but I don't want to fix it, so. You know what? That's fine. It's time to flip the canvas. I am so glad I flipped the canvas. God. This happened last time too, when I was drawing a Venturine. I flipped the canvas and his head was lopsided. This is why you always flip your canvas, kids. It helps you spot mistakes, even though you feel really sad about it. Okay, his eyes are slanted, aren't they? Like, like they're not perfectly straight in one line. Oh, I love that. I mean, it's not like it's perfectly like straight on view, so it's not the front view, so wait, they don't have to be perfect. Why does he look so angry though? Like, why have you drawn me like this? I don't like looking like this. Neither do I, Phainon. Neither do I. That's good enough. And we are halfway there, I think. I don't know. It's been half an hour. I am actually confused. I'm actually like deliberating. How am I gonna cut this video down into a half an hour video? Probably by cutting up the specific part where I talk about how I'm gonna cut this down to a 30-minute video, but you know. Alright, we're doing line art now. We're gonna use dark blue. Why? Because Phainon's color scheme is blue. Don't mind me just doing all my progress. I'm thinking, do I want thick lines or do I want thin lines? I think I might want them a bit thicker because this drawing is so big. Okay, I think I've figured out how I want the lines. We're gonna go like thin for the details, like for example, like in the hair, like that. That's gonna be thinner, and when we're outside, they're gonna be thicker. So like here. Oh, I'm just remembering. I promised to make a video for my 100 subscribers. Not video, of drawing, and I've completely forgotten about that. Yeah, just a little thank you. Thank you for 100 subscribers. That's honestly, I did not expect that. It was overnight and it was a really big surprise. I'm gonna make a little sketch very soon, hopefully. You know how I am with things I don't remember. So, it's just been a week, so it'll be fine. But yeah, I'm gonna hopefully make a little drawing for y'all, and thank you very much for the 100 subscribers. Was not expecting that this soon. Let's keep going, and thanks for your support as of now. I think I'm gonna keep the sketch underneath to add that like authentic vibe. I do this a lot actually. I quite like keeping the sketch because it makes it feel like a bit hand drawn, I guess. I actually really like the pencil in this app because it's really good. It has that pencil texture that I really like. I think these back hairs are also going to be a bit lighter on the lines because they're in the back. I don't always do line art because my perfectionism gets a hold of me, as you could probably tell by me undoing like a lot at the beginning. But it's fun. It's not that bad. It's fun sometimes, so great. You know what we could have probably done? By we, I mean me. I could have probably done the shading with a pencil, which would have made my job way easier. I actually did this once with a little Haikage illustration I did, and the results were actually pretty good. When I talk too much, I just kind of talk in nonsense, and that's happening right now. I'm speaking complete nonsense. Also, I stutter a lot, which is sorry. I just knocked over some stuff on my desk. Love that. But yeah, no, I stutter a lot when I'm out of things to say, so maybe this is a sign I should stop yapping. Am I going to? No. I love yapping a bit too much. Maybe it's because I can't yap this much in real life. My social battery dies really quickly, which is surprising because I love talking to people. I just like talking in general. I could literally spend hours talking to myself. I just realized how crazy that sounds. I'm not crazy, I promise. I just have a bit of a problem. Maybe I'm just lonely. See, these are the weird, out of context clips I could make from this video. That's the main part. That's the main purpose of this video. Just so I can clip my insanity. Yeah, I'm well aware that drawing is not the best in the world, but it's fine. It'll be fine. We're just gonna try to finish this off. Anyways, that is us with the line art. Now I'm just wondering whether I should shade this with pencil or just color it in. I think I'm gonna do that with pencil. So basically what I'm gonna try and do with like the pencil brush is just kind of map out the shadows and maybe shade a bit of it in. Okay, I'm actually not sure how I like this. Alright, we're erasing this. I might just go for coloring and then cell shading a bit. You know what? Let's go find that watercolor brush. Okay, soft airbrush fruit maybe, or sorry, I said the wrong brush. Okay, no, we're just gonna use this at a low opacity, and hopefully it works out. You know, I might so shade this anyways because I like shading, but only just a tiny bit. I say as I make the brush smaller so I can get into more details. All right, no, I can't do this. I love being so indecisive. Uh, I think I I do really want the pencil shading. Oh, I just realized I'm out of undos. Let's color in the hair. I think my coloring job on this piece is a statement of on how lazy I am. I'm very impatient. I just want this to be done. The coloring, at least. I'm definitely gonna go into this with like a pencil or something, and hopefully do a bit of shading. All right, his suit is gonna be blue. Okay, no, this definitely has that like watercolor effect I was going for. Not me just realizing I forgot line in the line art. Oh well. Like that adds so much more texture to it. Just like the fact that it's not like smooth like that compared to the hair. Oh, but I don't want to do this again. So we're just gonna have to. So we're just gonna undo all that and do this with full opacity. Alright, I think we're gonna go in with a little pencil. Actually, let me draw in the little eyebrows and eyelashes first. And let's add another layer with pencil, and we're just gonna do a little bit of shading. Not with that color. This is kind of just adding some hatching so the piece has more texture to it. And it is just me being lazy because I didn't want to shade it, so sometimes when you're lazy you can do stuff like that as well, so you know. And then the hair especially is probably gonna be really easy to do, honestly. It's gonna adding in some hair strands. So this area is gonna be a bit darker than that one. That side because that's where the light's coming from. And there's gonna be some bounce light on this side as well, so. And finally we have the shirt. Not shirt, the seat. Yeah, there we go. And I'm actually gonna go in there with a darker color. Hopefully works. Let's see, because the seat's darker and that color is actually lighter, so you can also go in with this color like elsewhere to make darker shadows. Oh, I'm actually yapping about art stuff right now, which is surprising because I don't think I've yapped about art stuff this entire video, which is kind of what we were supposed to do because it's an art video. Oh well. But yeah, sometimes going in with low pencil texture is not bad. So it's a lazy technique for me, but it does actually look pretty good. So there is a very simple drawing of Phainon. Yeah, I did not go really in depth with this one, but I think the results are fine. They're not perfect, but they're fine. I'm still gonna add in some lines. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. And that concludes our drawing journey here today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like if you did, and subscribe for more. See you next time. Bye!